So if you are or have been a chronic yo-yo dieter, you just don't know what works for you and your body, you're so confused, you're not alone. That was me. That was me for years. But I don't want you to stay stuck there any longer. So that's why I teach my process for figuring all of these things out and troubleshooting your journey so that you get to your goals as quickly as possible. And how you get there as quickly as possible are these next 5 mindset shifts. So you shift over from willpowering it, like just powering through saying, fake it till I make it, gotta do this, lackluster energy, to your why power. Why are you doing this? You want to lose 100 pounds? Why? You want to lose the last 5 pounds? Why? How would your life change? These are great journal prompts, hint, hint. How would your life change if you got your goal weight right now? If you had your goal weight, here's my magic wand again. How would your life change if you had your goal weight right now? What would be different? What would improve? What would be better? Why do you want it? Oh, it's such a powerful place to be. That is shift number 1. Stop trying to just power through everything and instead focus on the reasons why you want it. One of the keys to manifestation is not asking for the thing, asking for what you actually want it for. So this is something very powerful that I learned a long time ago that I've always had stuck in my head that I'm going to share with you. Don't worry about manifesting the money. Worry about what you need the money for. So don't worry about manifesting the weight loss, the pounds, they will come. Why do you want your weight down? Why do you want the pounds gone? Isn't that a cool shift? That one is super powerful. So shift number 2, let's move from restriction to freedom. Let's move from food restriction. I'm not allowed to have this. I can't have this anymore. I am cutting this out of my diet. Let's move away from scarcity mindset into a more abundant mindset. Food freedom. Because isn't that what we want? Isn't that what we want? I asked one of my clients the other day, I said, what would be the dream scenario with you at your goal weight? Like, what would you be eating? And she said, anything I wanted. And we both laughed. The food freedom is possible. I'd like to think that that's what I'm doing right now in my maintenance journey. I eat whatever I want. I drink whatever I want. I make sure that everything makes me feel my best. So, am I walking into Olive Garden and eating chicken parm and pasta? No. But if I am craving chicken parm and pasta, I'm making a low carb version at home. So I'm using low carb sauce. I'm not breading my chicken. I'm using lots of cheese because hell yes to cheese. And then I'm doing like parts of palm noodles as my pasta. I'm satisfying the craving. I'm eating whatever I actually want. Because remember, when I say I'm eating whatever I want, I'm eating the food that I want to eat. But I'm making it work for me. If I want chips, I'm grabbing Quest chips. Or I'm making my own. I make my own tortilla chips a lot. But that's what it is. If I want chips and salsa, I'm having chips and salsa. But since I'm low carb, I make it low carb. I make it work for me. I eat whatever I want, but I make it work. So once you can get away from the scarcity mindset and open a menu and look at the things that you can have versus the things that you can't have, that's when you know you've achieved food freedom. So before we go on to shift number 3, let's talk quickly about today's video sponsor. Element. I just got my order of Element cans in. If you're unfamiliar with Element, let me tell you about them. So they are electrolyte drink mixes or sparkling cans. They have the perfect electrolyte replenishment ratio in each packet or in each can. So you're gonna get magnesium, potassium, and sodium in each one, and it's perfection for replenishing your electrolytes and feeling your best. I actually started drinking Element as my pre-workout because I am weight training 5 days a week now, and it's perfection. They taste amazing. I'm obsessed. And the on-the-go packets make it easy to take anywhere. I take these on vacation. I was just in Florida, had one for each day, and I actually threw a bunch in my purse to hand out if anybody else needed one. So when it comes to electrolytes, they are not all created equal. The reason why I love Element is because there's no sugar. They are low carb. So each packet or can is between 0 and 2 carbs each, which is perfect for me with my low carb lifestyle. But then they're also vegan friendly, paleo friendly. They are gluten free. And again, there's no weird There's no weird ingredients. And nowadays with labels, you have to check everything. I just love Element and I love the options that they have right now. So the main reason that I seeked out electrolytes is because I was getting a lot of nasty dehydration symptoms, electrolyte deficiency symptoms, and I didn't know what they were back then. So I've been drinking Element for years now. And in the beginning, before I started having one a day, I was experiencing crazy things like Charlie horses in the middle of the night. Even though I was drinking so much water during the day, I would experience random muscle cramps as well as nasty headaches. And they all disappeared. They vanished once I started incorporating one element some way into my day every single day. The best news for you guys is that anybody who shops my link, you actually get a free sample pack with your next order. So you're gonna get 8 packets of their most popular flavors for free the next time you order on Element's website. All you need to do is go to drinkelement.com/heart. So that's drinkelementy.com/heart, H-A-R-T. Get your free sample pack. Cheers. And thank you to Element for sponsoring today's video. Tip number 3, every single client that I've ever talked to has said, I've experienced the all or nothing mentality. We all have it in us. You are not alone. Either you're all in or you're all out. If we're not doing perfect, we give up. And really what it's about is consistency. What it's about is progress and not perfection. Consistency, not perfection. So we need to overcome the all or nothing mentality in order for our weight loss journey to work. And in order for our mindset to stay super calm. These are the things that are holding you back. Everything in this video, all these shifts are things that if you make them, you're going to get better results. You're going to feel better. The actions are going to get easier. And the all or nothing mentality has got to go. It doesn't work. So what you can also say to yourself after you finish watching this video is, I know I want to make these mindset shifts, but I don't know where to start. So this is where you start. You start saying to yourself, do I actually want to believe this? Do I want to keep giving my energy to the all or nothing mentality? Do I want to? If you don't want it in your life, stop giving it energy. Stop thinking about it. Stop worrying about it. Stop stressing about it, and stop bringing it into your now experience. Start thinking thoughts, start speaking words that actually fuel you. Celebrate yourself in some way. The all or nothing mentality has a chokehold on us because of how we were brought up. The 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s diet culture was terrible. Terrible. We have those mindset blocks and those beliefs in our head. They're ingrained in there. Good news is we can get rid of them by doing these mindset shifts from this video. And the all or nothing mentality has to go in order for you to reach your goals. Because if you keep thinking that you have to be perfect in order to reach your goals, it's not going to happen because we're human. So here's your permission slip. You don't have to be perfect. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel good to say, oh, I don't have to be perfect. I can just do the best that I can. And that is always good enough. Shift number 4 is taking the all or nothing mentality from number 3, and you're wanting to do everything on day 1, and get rid of it. Get rid of that mentality, because if you think that you have to wake up tomorrow and start your diet and hate your life and basically do everything different than you did the day before, and that's the only way you can make things work, realize right now that that mentality is holding you back. We want to shift from short-term progress to long-term progress. If this is going to be an actual journey for you where you get to be your healthiest self, you get off medications, you get, good blood test results next time you go to the doctor, you go in and they go, oh my gosh, you're down weight. What are you doing? This is great. You're getting healthier. You're getting more steps. Your joints are loving you for that. You're drinking more water, so your organs and your cells love you for that. You're also taking more time for self-care. Maybe you're journaling more. Maybe you're meditating. You're also nourishing your body with amazing, healthier foods. We have to focus on the long term. And I don't say this lightly because our health is all we've got. If you don't have your health, what do you have? Think about that too. Now is always the best time to improve your health, because if you don't have your health, what do you have? So focusing on your lifestyle changes, these things that you can do, that you can stick to. We want to create habits and routines around things that we actually enjoy. We want to create consistency around things that we actually enjoy doing. So if you hate walking and getting steps, Don't focus on that. Do something for exercise or movement that you actually like to do. Short-term focus is traditional dieting. We don't like that. We want long-term focus. We want long-term results too. Short-term focus brings short-term results. Anybody can do a crash diet. Start today. By the end of the week, you may have lost a couple of pounds. But that's also short-term results, short-term focus. It's not going to be sustainable. Why not have long-term focus, long-term results, which is exactly how I teach my clients to approach it. And everyone, 100%, have said that it's the better way. Every single person that I've worked with. Because when you look at the long term, you look at sustainable changes that are actually going to improve your life. We don't want any more crash diets. We don't do that anymore. Say it with me. I don't do that anymore, because if you do that, you know what the results are. And while that can be comforting, we know what the results are going to be, yo-yo dieting. We can also branch out of our comfort zone and say, no, I don't do that anymore because I don't want that result anymore. I want a new result. And as you know, to get a new result, you have to do something differently. So mindset shift number 5 is definitely going to be self-care. Self-love, replacing the criticism, replacing the negative mean girl in our head with love, with our inner best friend. We want to replace all of that negative self-talk that happens inside every one of our heads. Believe me too. We want to replace that more often with more empowering, more positive thoughts that are actually going to move the needle. How would you talk to your best friend? I bet none of us would talk to our best friend the way that we talk to ourselves in our head. I remember I would used to stand in front of the mirror and be like, you look horrible. And I would say that to myself. And it's so sad because I would then take that vibe and that thought with me all throughout the day. I'd walk into the coffee shop. Oh, I look terrible. So self-conscious, just like bad mood. I would get to work. I'd be like, you look terrible. Low vibe all day long. And when you're low vibration, you bring about more low vibrational events, people, circumstances. You basically are low-key ruining your life on purpose, but not really. And if you can instead look for more empowering thoughts versus the self-criticism, your entire life will change. That's why I named my online course, Less Weight, Better Life, because once you lose your weight and you give yourself more empowering, more positive vibes, clear your mindset blocks around why you're stuck, your life gets better. Your entire life gets better. You should hear the stories of the girls in my group mastermind. I love it because their whole life improves. Everything rises up to your higher vibration. So if you're losing weight and you're empowering your mindset and you're having better thoughts, your work life gets better. Your relationships get better. Your money situation gets better. You're happier on a daily basis. You don't get triggered so often because you know why you're feeling the feelings that you're feeling. The mindset work is truly the only work. Anyone who is feeling the pull and you're just feeling like this is such the vibe, like I need to work on my mindset, I urge you to book a free discovery call with me. The link is down below. We can chat about my mentorship options, see what your struggle points are, and just point you in the right direction for, again, healing your mindset and figuring out the action steps that are the best next move for you. My online course is also down there. If you're feeling called, definitely grab that. Everything is in there. It will walk you through step by step exactly what to do to heal your mindset and set up your weight loss journey for maximum success. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.